You're listening to Wisdom of the Ancients, where ancient wisdom is remembered. Hello and welcome everyone. Welcome again to Wisdom of the Ancients. I'm your host. Thank you so much everyone for being here, for bringing your amazing energy and vibration into the space. This is really a space where we can all really drop into the heart and connect into the ancient realms, really drop into the wisdom that is waiting for us, waiting to just be disseminated to all of us and let our hearts open to this information. So beautiful to have everyone here in the collective consciousness. The Wisdom of the Ancient series, it's about ancient wisdom. It's about what was once known, practices, knowledge, and wisdom, but not only from our own planet, from all worlds, all galaxies and realms, also not only from our own dimension, of course, not only from our own timeline, all the timelines converging right now to just really bring forth whatever truth is wanting to come forth today. And the theme for this series of Wisdom of the Ancients is expressions of truth and expansion. So may we all be open to receiving any messages that the divine has for us. So we become a true offering and do our part to help raise the collective consciousness for all beings in all realms. So right now, I call on the ancient ones. I call on the beings of love, light, power, and service to support us here today and to open our hearts to whatever messages are here to come through for us. And so let me introduce our next guest to you. The powerful and heartbreaking personal story of Christine Day has inspired audiences throughout the world. Born and raised in Australia, Christine experienced a traumatic childhood involving cult ritual abuse. In 1986, following a diagnosis of advanced systemic lupus and having been told she had just 2 months to live, Christine experienced a profound spiritual awakening with the Pleiadians, which enabled her to move into a place of self-healing. She has now been symptom-free for the last 26 years. So it gives me great joy today to welcome Christine to the show. Welcome, Christine.
Ian, how wonderful it is to be here with everyone. I feel really emotional right now. There's a lot of love flowing through my heart. And I'm grateful just to feel that love coming in from the Pleiadians. And it's generating right out to everybody here.
Thank you. Thank you for your sweetness, and thank you for your authenticity, and thank you for bringing that amazing vibration and channeling that vibration of love for everyone on the show. So everyone, we're in for a very, very special treat. I know it. I can feel it. I, too, can really feel the energy. And everyone on the phones and listening on the web, thank you again for bringing your amazing energy to the space, into the wisdom orb, so we can all really accelerate our ascension and our enlightenment process. And that's one of the things that Christine's going to be talking to us about today is conscious participation in your enlightenment process. And Christine's going to be channeling a transmission of light by the Pleiadians. So that's going to be something that we're all looking forward to. And that's going to happen towards the end of the call. So make sure you're on for that. It's going to be very, very powerful. And I'll let Christine talk about that in a little while. But also, Christine's going to be sharing how to connect and utilize the sacred forces with us, which have really anchored the earth since the beginning of the year, since the new year. So exciting show for everyone. It's going to be deep. It's going to be profound. And there's going to be a transmission. And so personally, I'm looking forward to this. And again, with open hearts and open arms, Christine, thank you again from the Wisdom community for being here. It's the first time that you're actually on this show. So thank you again. Really appreciate having you here.
Well, it was so strong, Ian, to be guided strongly to be here. And I can just feel the rightness of this moment with all of you. And that's what this is all about, is being in the right place in the right moment and just allowing each one of us here, everyone out there in the audience, to open into this moment that we're collectively sharing. And that's what really is meaningful and what is important right now for all of us, to open into those moments, those sacred moments.
Mm-hmm. And, Christine, I think what I'd like to do is, there's certainly a large portion of the community here who dialed in today who know you, and maybe they've followed you or heard you. Maybe they're even part of your own community. And so, we feel blessed that there's a joining of communities today. But there's also people on the phone who might not have heard you, might not have heard your story. So, in your own words, I think if you wouldn't mind sharing a little bit about your past, whatever you feel is appropriate, but really share with us your connection and share with us how you came to, meet with the Pleiadians and what they've truly meant to you and for others in your journey since that time.
The journey is really important, and I want everyone to understand that the Pleiadians are here. They're here to support us in our transition on this planet. They're here to bring information, clarity, understanding, but most importantly, these powerful light initiations that actually allow you to realign back to your higher self, to your sacred nature. And the Pleiadians, share information for self-empowerment for us. And, I was really unaware of them. My background was pretty intense. And yes, I was dying with advanced systemic lupus and realized when the doctors told me I wasn't going to live that actually I wanted to die. It was like I was holding all the depth of pain inside myself from my childhood, and I realized I created something to kill myself. And that was the big aha moment in the hospital, because it was like, oh my gosh, I've created something to kill myself. And that actually brought excitement to me because I didn't believe I was capable of creating anything. And then the next moment was another really inspired thought that if I could create something to kill myself, I could create my own healing. It was a very powerful and poignant moment, and I didn't have any of those in my life. I was really kind of dysfunctional and broken from my background. So I left hospital that day realizing if I was going to live, I couldn't afford to do anything the same again, that I would somehow have to change my life, and yet I didn't know how that would look because I wasn't into healing, metaphysics, with a church. I had nothing inside of myself, nothing to fortify me. But I thought to myself, well, if I just sit and meditate, and I didn't quite know what even meditation looked like, but in my own concept it was to sit quietly. So I did that. And it was a few weeks later that I had this awakening where this love, this light started to pour into me. And it was like a love that I had never experienced before. I could only think that it must be from God. And it still makes me emotional thinking about that moment where the light, this love, which I called that love must be from God, came through, and it didn't stop. It just kept pouring into me. And it poured into me day and night. It was with me as a constant. And it filled me with joy and a nourishment that sent me on a new path of, yes, I healed for sure, but I healed on an emotional level as well. So over the next few years, a channel started to open through me. I started to trust that voice of that channel, that light of God, that love of God. And, I was guided to come to America where I didn't know anybody at all, where I was told, book your ticket to San Francisco. This is your next step. And I had to take that guidance because I was moving from death to life. Step by step, I was becoming more and more alive, and I made a commitment to follow that voice. And then when I got to America, I thought, okay, I've got to book into a seminar or something because I have to go somewhere from the airport. So I booked this seminar in America out of San Francisco. And when I booked, the woman said to me, I think I should pick you up from the airport. And I thought, oh, okay. And she said, I live in Mount Shasta, which I thought was a suburb of San Francisco at the time.
Yeah.
But she picked me up and drove me right up to Mount Shasta, where I spent the first year of my life here in the United States, and where I was totally transformed and still receiving this incredible love, and started working with people and touching people, and the energy came through, and there was a lot of healing that took place. And people came from all over to work with me in Mount Shasta for the first year. And then I was told I had to leave. And so I went to Ukiah, Northern California, near Napa, And someone had come to work with me from there and said, if you're ever in my area, I have so many people who could receive your work. So I rang her and said, could I come and stay? And she said yes. So I drove to her and spent 13 years in Ukiah, California, where I worked with a tremendous number of people. But it was just after being there that I went walking in nature and turned a corner. And I turned, and here was this huge Pleiadian ship in this meadow. And the Pleiadians were walking out of the ship towards me. Now, I didn't believe in aliens and spaceships at that time. And I would have run because I was terrified, but I couldn't. They grabbed me telepathically and reminded me of my mission, my pre-agreement to be as a bridge between the Pleiadians and humanity, to bring the teachings and educate humans and educate the Pleiadians on humanity and be that really important bridge. And I remembered my life before this incarnation. They showed me everything, my pre-agreement, my connection to my family, my Pleiadian family, because I have a very strong Pleiadian aspect. And it was like a profound experience. I don't remember getting home that day. I found myself in bed with this light pouring through me and my Pleiadian family just surrounding me in the bedroom. And I was bedridden for 2 months while I went through this profound transmutation of my body as my Pleiadian aspect came into my human self. It was a very distressing time, I have to tell you, because they showed me too that this light that I thought was God was always my Pleiadian family, but I wasn't ready to know about it at that time. And I didn't want that. I just wanted to be connected to God. I didn't want to be with the Pleiadians. I didn't want to have this mission. And then one day 2 angels came down and spoke to me, and it still brings a lot of emotion too, because they said the Pleiadians are part of the God consciousness state. They are part of God, and as we are. And there is no separation. And this is a very important part of your mission. So it was only a few weeks later that I was actually getting out of bed and I was totally transformed, and I knew I could do this mission, that I could bring this energy to the world, the light of my Pleiadian aspect and the messages from the Pleiadians out to humanity. And my life transformed. I started traveling internationally all over the world, bringing this energy, this light from the Pleiadians to individuals, to Israel, through Europe, Canada, Argentina, Brazil, all over the United States. And I've been doing that for the last, so many years, 26 years really. And so, the Pleiadians are living this incarnation right now with us, Ian. They're not in spirit form. They're actually, it's part of their mission to support us in this transition. So they are here really with us right now, fully committed and bringing the love and the appreciation to us of ourselves and how amazing we are living out this incarnation in this human form and coming back to that sacred part of ourselves.
Beautiful, beautiful. Wow. And wow, I had a question that I was going to ask you that literally, almost word by word, word for word, you answered in what you were talking about. I was literally going to ask you about the Pleiadians and the collective consciousness, and was it the Pleiadians the whole time who brought forth that feeling of love? I was literally, it's amazing, beautiful. And so I think that, you probably feel so deeply blessed to have had this knowing revealed to you, and you've been living with this knowing now for all this time, this true realization of that we truly are one, that we truly are in the unity consciousness. And I think many people, maybe even just from time to time, but we go in cycles from unity consciousness to separation consciousness to, I feel that I am one with all, then I feel very separated. What do you have to share with people who feel that way, and maybe words of wisdom for people based on your own journey or even your own relationship with the Pleiadians? What sort of wisdom can you bring to those who might be feeling that way?
I can actually bring a lot of wisdom in from that, because the Pleiadians really specialize in supporting us in our human element and giving us understanding of us being perfectly imperfect as a human being. So we know that we have two very distinct parts of ourselves. Our whole makeup is made up of our human element with the ego mind and that third dimensional illusion. And then we have the sacred aspect of our higher self that the Pleiadians say is just beyond the veil, and we're fully intact. There's nothing we have to do differently to align to that higher self that we are. And they speak of how we work right now, how we are to work for our own self-resurrection. Because self-resurrection is part of our mission in this lifetime. And the Pleiadians say we're going to be successful in this self-resurrection. And it comes down to something very simple and very basic. And they've helped me with this transform. And I've helped thousands of people worldwide to transform with the human element and to start to understand the dynamic, because that's what it is. It's a lack of understanding of what that dynamic really is. Now, the Pleiadians say we need to honor our humanness and honor ourselves being perfectly imperfect as a human being. We are not going to do anything perfectly. And the lie that's been perpetrated, the illusion is, in order to become enlightened, we have to become perfect. The fact is, that is a lie. We can never do it perfectly because we have the human element. The Pleiadians say instead, in order to be to come into enlightenment, we need to accept our imperfection, to accept ourselves just as we are with all of our idiosyncrasies. Now, when we accept our imperfection, then the separation, the war inside ourselves ends, because as we come into self-acceptance, self-love, and come into a state of patience with ourselves, we naturally begin to realign to the sacred that we are. It's a natural progression. We are naturally multidimensional beings and having a spiritual experience. We move cross towards that sacred part of ourselves. And this is very essential. And we can do that even now, just understanding you're going to be imperfect. You have idiosyncrasies as your human element. There are no wrong decisions. We've never made any wrong choices, just series of learning experiences to take us to another understanding of our humanness. So you can let go of the shame and the guilt and that struggle to try and get it right, to do it perfectly, that has been perpetrated on us, and we've taken it on, and move into that self-acceptance that you're not going to get it right, and suddenly the burden lifts off you, that you start to be able to love yourself with all of your imperfections. And then that sacred part of our higher self, which is very close now, we can access very readily through the heart space. The heart space is our multidimensional tool to our higher self. And that's what the transmission will be on tonight, taking you through the veil to the higher self-consciousness and forging a pathway to that, so you can access that higher self at any moment and start to build and forge a pathway so that that higher self will support the human part with love and compassion. We're not supposed to end our human experience. Rather, we're supposed to engage with our higher self, the sacred nature, and allow it to nurture the human part of ourselves with love and compassion, and start to live on a multidimensional level. And what I've experienced with myself is that I've been living with my sacred nature. My human part is thriving. It doesn't go through the same struggle and suffering as it has in the past. The suffering ends because I'm being held and loved and accepted just as I am in this moment, knowing there's nothing I have to change in order to receive that love. And so the human self starts to be able to rest and be in peace. Now, part of my journey was meeting Jesus Christ by the Sea of Galilee. And I got guidance to go down by the Sea of Galilee in Israel. And as I stood there, the figure of Jesus Christ came walking across the water towards me. And I was like, blown away. The love coming from Jesus Christ, pouring into me. I fell to the ground sobbing with the depth of the love and the joy. And he came and stood right beside me. And I was kind of expecting some loving words, but instead he was actually quite terse with me. And he said, when are you going to take yourself off the cross and resurrect yourself? You've put yourself on a cross, and you're the only one who can take yourself down. And I knew in that moment he was right. I had condemned myself for so many things in my life, and I was holding on to that self-condemnation. And he sat with me and spoke to me about the love and about my ministry in the world. And I still remember the beauty of that loving embrace from him, about what true love was and how we needed to bring it to ourselves by taking ourselves off the cross, because we've condemned ourselves for things that we were never meant to. We were just meant to learn and then let go, but instead we've held on to so many things and have these internal wars with ourselves. And Jesus Christ is Pleiadian, and so is Mother Mary, and they've both worked with me extensively over the years with my groups and with individuals, and have brought to me the greatest teachings to pass on to humanity. And the biggest one is that self-compassion and self-acceptance. And I have worked vigilantly to take myself off that cross, and at a certain moment my cross just burned in front of me, and I was liberated. And I've never looked back from that moment at all.
I think, listening to this story, Christine, I think that there's a lot of people who hear this who have a deep longing to experience that for themselves, and almost a yearning to experience. I really feel a yearning, a deep yearning to experience that. And so as the words fall on our ears and the vibrations fall on our hearts, what would you share with someone? We're talking about the conscious participation in your enlightenment process. So, we making conscious actions, taking conscious steps towards our enlightenment process. What would you say to those who truly yearn for that feeling, or to feel what you feel, or at least a fraction of that? I know you spoke to thousands of people worldwide. Yeah.
It's a simple process, Ian. That's what I love about this. It's a very simple process. And that is that the ego mind is the illusion. It holds the fear and the struggle and the not knowing. And the heart is the doorway home to that liberation, to that connection, to that higher part of ourselves, the sacred. And it's about, right now, especially with the corridor of light anchoring on the planet, and the energy of Mother Mary and Christ with us like never before. They are committed to having a very deep personal relationship with all who call them forward. But it's a matter of connecting into the heart, and we're going to do that anchoring tonight, where you place the palms of your hands on your chest. The whole chest area is your multidimensional tool, your natural state of re-entering that sacred place where the love exists, where the unique love essence, that sacred energetic resonance exists on an individual basis for each one of us. And when you choose to enter that path, even for one moment at a time, it doesn't have to be done perfectly. Like, I'm sure out there's many people, the ego mind saying, okay, we're going to do this all the time now. That's it. No, you won't be able to because you're human. You have that human element. But if you do it for one moment a day, just touching and holding the heart, and as I said, we'll create an anchor tonight for you to re-engage with your pathway anytime you choose. But bring it in the moment. One moment is enough. Because when you shift into that pathway of your heart, to the love, to that natural space, you consciously choose that. You change the cycle that has been in your life for lifetimes. By choosing one moment, every cell in your body transforms and begins to open into the alignment to the sacred heart of the higher self. And every time you do that, one moment at a time, it's accumulative. So the pathway forges deeper and deeper until it becomes a natural state of your being. So you spend more time within the sacred part of yourself than in the illusion and the suffering of the human part. And the human part starts to grow and build with that love, that loving embrace of yourself. I love this. This is what the Pleiadians say. You are who you've been waiting for. Now that is such a truth. You are who you have been waiting for. So this is the piece. Now understand, you're not going to do it perfectly, so don't get caught up in that, and then the ego mind will say, see, you couldn't do it. You're not good enough. You don't deserve the love, or whatever stories your ego mind makes up. Know that one moment is enough to consciously step through that doorway and make that choice. And then after a while becomes a natural state of being, like it is in my life. I am no different from anyone out there. You all have that same potential of working with your own multidimensional loving force. And the beauty is that each one of us has our own unique divine aspect that is needed here. We all have our own kind of color of the sacred love that we are. We are the love. And so we need the colors of each one of you out there for you to activate that so you're active within this world and within this universe with that unique force of yourself. You are the gift to humanity, each one of you. So it's important to understand this is a simple step, one moment at a time.
Such a beautiful message, Christine. Thank you so much. Such a beautiful message, and especially as we just sit with those words. You are the gift to humanity. It's such a beautiful space that you bring into this conversation today. Beautiful. Thank you. I think I would love to go to the phones for just a little while and see what's coming forth, what the community has, and see what else comes up. So why don't we do that for just a little while, and then we can continue our chat. Okay.
Great, Ian. Yes.
Beautiful. Okay. And if you do get on the phone, everyone, so *2 to raise your hand. You can also ask Christine how you can work with your own enlightenment process and connect to your own higher self. So you can certainly ask Christine that. And then also, if you're on the web, you can also ask that question or whatever's coming through. So let's go ahead and go to the phones first. Star 2 to raise your hand if you haven't already, or on the web. So let's go to San Diego, California, and the last 4 digits of the phone number are 6069, and you're on live.
Oh my gosh! Hello, Ian, Christine. This is Mary Elena.
Hi.
Hello.
Welcome.
Lovely to hear from you.
Hello. Thank you. This is so beautiful. Yes. Please tell me how I can connect in more with my higher self, please.
Well, as I tune into your energy, what was your first name again?
Mary Elena.
Mary Elena. That's beautiful.
Thank you.
Okay. So what I'm feeling right now, and I'm getting very strong connection with Mother Mary as I speak to you, Mary.
Yes.
Very, very strong. And so she is saying that you have almost made a pre-agreement to work with her at this time. You know she's on the planet in a very different way than ever before. And she's saying, put your hand to your heart. And when I say hands, the palms of your hands resting on the whole upper chest area, Mary.
Yes,
and
it
just
is now.
let your awareness, coming into that space. I can feel you, and I can feel the beauty of your own heart, that love. And just take a conscious breath, in and out the mouth, just one breath. Just like a deep sigh. This is a very important part of your heart's desire. I can feel that. And just call her forth right now to be here with you.
I call Mary forth.
Yes, just let your awareness open like a flower would open to the sun into your heart, where you feel the warmth and the pressure of your hands on your heart. That's it. And take one more conscious breath and just let go. And you let go, you align deeper into your own heart. And it's through this space, there's that meeting point with that light, with the essence of the light, with the essence of the love that you are. And it's through the love, there's that mutual connection between you and Mother Mary. Now open your awareness just a little more. Take one more breath and let go. Shatai. Ha. It's going to shift. That's it. I'm just shifting the energy, and I'm going to release a veil that's around your heart right now that's creating a resistance. I'm just going to release that veil from your heart. Open your awareness. Take a breath. Let go. Shatai. That's it. That's going to allow a greater flow of interconnection there. This is the opening of your space. Just claim it. Just open your awareness and just bring in the words, Mary. I am.
I am.
And then open your awareness a little more.
I am.
You don't have to force it. It's a truth. It's a truth. It's your natural state of being. It's not something you deserve. It's something that's yours by divine right. Take one more breath and let go. Because you have within you old belief systems that you don't deserve the love. I'm just going to release some of that out of the heart space now.
Thank you.
And let go, Mary. Just let go. As you let go, you allow yourself to naturally flow into that river of light within the space of your heart. It's all about taking just in one moment of time, just let go. Trust and let go because you can trust. That's it. Just take one more breath and let go. That's it. That's it. Let yourself, your awareness, open into that link that's forming right now.
Mm-hmm.
Not trying, not struggling, being. Claiming yourself naturally, simply, without struggle.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. That veil releasing has really opened up another flow in your heart. So just work with that, Mary. It's wonderful to speak with you.
Thank you. Thank you. Blessings to all.
Blessings.
Thank you, sweet love. Bye now. Love, love. Okay, beautiful, beautiful. Thank you, thank you. Okay, let's go to Thousand Oaks, California, staying in California, and it's 9403 are the last four digits of the phone, and you're on live.
Oh, thank you so much for taking this call.
Mm-hmm.
And blessings to you both. Is there anything that I should know from the Pleiadians?
Yes, there is, but give me your first name. It's lovely to connect with you.
Audrey.
Audrey.
Yes.
Okay. So the energy of the Pleiadians are around you, and they need you to understand that you have a pre-agreement and connection with them, strongly, actually. And there's a part of you that has kind of held yourself apart from that, from really going fully into the truth of your own Pleiadian aspect. It's like you're aware of it, but you don't want to know about it. And right now, it's your time to allow the vastness of your own Pleiadian light into your heart. Because as you do this, you can come into another space of your self-realization that needs to be expressed. It's like you're holding back the expression of yourself. And it's caught up in your throat right now, Audrey. So just bring your hand gently to the base of your throat. This is your divine access point. And I'm just going to, if you're okay with this, just release something from your throat. It's like an old seal of fear that I'm just going to take away. It's going to allow you to align more easily to your own Pleiadian light. And it's going to create a flow. So you may feel you need to cough or make a sound. It's okay. Let it happen. I'm just going to release the seal. Take a breath. Let go right into your throat. Bring your awareness there. That's it. And it's coming away very easily. Very easily. Now take a breath right into your throat. That's it. Now let your awareness open. And take one more breath and let go. And what they're saying is you need to trust. There'll be new doorways open of opportunity for you. And you can walk through those doorways and trust that you're being placed exactly where you need to be. So follow your intuition and your guidance and allow this unfolding within you because it's the time.
Wow.
I don't know if any of that makes sense to you, that you can relate to, but there's your message.
Thank you so much. Yes, it makes sense. Thank you.
Beautiful.
Blessings
Thank you,
and love
Audrey.
to you.
Much love. Oh, beautiful. Okay, let's go to Brooksville, Florida, and the last four digits of the phone number are 0413 Brooksville, Florida. You're on live.
Good evening. Thank you so much for taking my call.
You're welcome.
Who are we talking with?
Sherry?
Sherry?
Yes, ma'am.
So welcome.
I guess I kind of want to know the same thing as the last caller.
Well, why don't you ask the question? Because it's your question and it carries a vibration. So when you speak the words and ask the question, it supports the answer.
I want to know what the Pleiadians have to say to me, or if they have something to say to me, or want me to know.
So just take a breath for a minute. And the Pleiadians are speaking about the vastness of the light in your heart and how you need to work through your heart on another level and not be afraid of what is coming to you. It's almost like you're being shown and given a lot of information and understanding, and the ego mind is questioning that which you're being given and breaking it down. So they're saying to you, you can trust everything that you're being shown right now. And they're asking you to act on that information and to set in motion some of the projects that they are asking you to be part of, and to let go of the doubt and move more into your heart space and allow your heart to move you forward in that direction. Because there's a lot of, what I'm getting is a lot of clarity, understanding, information that you are getting to pass outwards to those around you. And what they're saying is you're simply just passing the message on. It's not about anything else. That is your role. You don't have to be responsible. Just pass the message on, pass it forward so that it can be utilized for those who need it. And that's what they're saying. So I hope that makes sense to you.
It does. Thank you so much.
I'm sending you love and blessings, Sherry.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, much love. Bye now. Beautiful. Let's do this, Christine. Let's go to the web for a while, and then we'll answer some questions that way. And so,
okay.
Yeah. So this is Susie from Sydney, Australia, and Susie is asking. Hi, Christine. I feel very connected to the Pleiadians and would love to be able to communicate more fully. I feel them in my meditations, but somehow I feel blocked. Is there something I can do to be more connected and communicate more clearly?
Yes, Susie. How lovely to hear from you, and welcome. You know, the Pleiadians are saying that your ego mind is interfering with a lot of the communication. So they're asking you to develop the energy through the heart. Tonight's transmission will be very supportive for you because it's going to build more of an active pathway for you to receive that channeled clarity. And they're saying that you may even find it easier to write down their messages and allow them to write through you. And you can trust implicitly that which you're receiving from them. But don't let the ego mind dissect it down. Everything that you're being given is carrying a frequency of love to support your unfoldment. And even the designs, they want to give you designs. And it's like, don't hesitate to take a pencil and let them bring the design through on paper, because it carries a transmission, a vibration, a frequency that you need to take in to the cells of your own body. We also have a free broadcast on the website, up on the website, that would be very good for you too, to deepen that connection and that channel with them. But it's mainly the ego mind that is kind of interfering. So just develop the heart connection moment by moment. And I can send you supportive energy too if you want to receive that. Just let me know.
Okay, thank you so much. Okay, this is Helen from Poway. I don't know where that is, but nonetheless. What do the Pleiadians want me to know at this time for my highest good? Namaste.
Well, namaste back to you, Helen. How nice to hear from you, and I can feel the vastness of your energy. And again, there's a lot of this going on, but it feels like the Pleiadians, you have made a pre-agreement with them as part of your mission in this lifetime to act on their behalf with groups. That's what I'm getting very strongly. So there's a strong development. You have the essence already developed around you and through you. You're already connected strongly within your heart. And they're wanting to utilize you and to bring through a level of teachings. And I don't know if they've already started to come through you. It feels like it may have already started to move through you. And you're doubting that energy. You need to bring in the full vastness of the program they're wanting to give you. And there's hesitation. Don't be afraid. This is your path. I know sometimes we want to just fit into society, but you know what? We don't. We must fulfill you have free will, but it's really important for you to fulfill your mission because it nourishes you inside yourself. It actually fortifies you when you work with that channel and really allow it to work fully through you. It's bringing you to a new state of health when you do that. So I just want to support you in that. And if I can help you in any way, you can email me. I'm very, very happy. I answer my emails to support you to move forward with this project.
Okay, thank you so much. Grace from California, any messages from the Pleiadians for me? Apparently I have 2 Pleiadian guides with me, and for some reason, thank you. Grace.
Hey, Grace, nice to hear from you. And yes, you do. You have actually more than 2 Pleiadian guides. You have a group of Pleiadian supporters. They're almost like an energetic group that is surrounding you and holding you while you birth and go through a very big transmutation and metamorphosis that is taking place through your heart and through your crystalline structure of your body. So they're wanting you to know that you have to be patient right now with your energy as it goes through this very big transmutation. It's going to take a few months for you to feel there's no such thing as normal anymore, but to feel more stable within the energetic, vibrational changes that are taking place within your system. And your pineal is going through a very big adjustment. There's also repositioning of your DNA strands taking place. So just be aware that you know that a lot is going on energetically because you have things to fulfill. That's why you have your Pleiadian team with you. But they are supporting you. The Lemurians are also there adjusting your crystalline structure. You have a tremendous support team as well as the Pleiadian group around you. So just breathe, use the conscious breath in and out the mouth, let go, and trust. Okay.
Beautiful.
Blessings.
Thank you. Yeah, lovely. Christine, let's do this. Since, you're talking about the Pleiadians and how people can connect with them and some of the tools that are available to people, and then you also mentioned the DNA strands, this might be a good time to tell people about your offer because it does provide tools for people to work more closely with the Pleiadians as they move through their own, evolution or their own connection with self. So if you don't mind, this might be a good time to do that. Would that be okay with you?
Absolutely.
If we do it now? Okay.
Absolutely.
So
I'm happy with anything. I'll just go with the flow here, Ian.
All right. Well, we're flowing. It just feels right because there's a connection there. So everyone, if you're on the webinar page, go ahead and click the offer button underneath Christine's photograph, and you'll be taken to the page that says the Language of Light series. It's a master class. And if you're not on the page and you want to type it in to follow along, you would type in WOTA Summit, SUMMIT.com, WOTA Summit.com, and then / Christine, CHRISTINE, and then the number 4. Everything's lowercase, WOTASummit.com/Christine, the number 4, and that's just the number 4. And that way you can follow along visually. So what you'll be looking at, everyone, is you'll be looking at the offer that Christine has prepared for the Wisdom of the Ancients community. So thank you. And it's called the Language of Light series. So Christine, would you mind taking us through this offer and letting everyone know what's included?
Well, this is an amazing program. And I have to apologize ahead of time. If you look at where it starts to talk about the different classes, it really doesn't define them. And I'm going to remedy that. But let me talk about it because it is an amazing class. You know, the first class, it prepares the whole energetic body and the cells of the body for this advanced awakening. And in part of that is releasing old sabotaging patterns, old belief systems, and then you open into what is called the home space, which is your own unique multidimensional link beyond the illusion to the higher self, beyond the veils. So that is your first class. It's an hour and a half. There is 8 1.5-hour classes in this. Then the second class is an activation of an amazing transmitting channel structure within your energetic body. So your whole body goes through an incredible structure where you're transmitting and learning to transmit your master energy through that channel outwards to the world or receive through the transmitting channel. So that is really the next step. And then the third class is learn how to birth these creation lines with your master energy. And these are untapped, multidimensional energetic lines for your own self-manifestation in your life. So you start creating with your love that you're in your day-to-day lives, you self-manifest. Class 4 is expanding that ability to move into a higher frequency of your master energy. Then class 5, you start to activate new energetic centers in your physical body. Now, this allows you to work in alignment with the Christ energy, and you access a very different area of your multidimensional sacred heart. So the new center the first new center is within the rib cage, and then class 6 is activating 2 more energetic centers, which totally aligns your whole energetic body. It activates the crystalline energy in your body, opens up a pineal activation, and in that time you reposition your DNA strands as you transform this whole energetic system with your new energetic centers. And then we go to class 7, where you activate probably one of the biggest energetic centers, which is within the spine and the fluid, in the spinal fluid. And it's where you activate the Godhead energy, your own Godhead energy, which is very much a part of self-healing, self-manifestation. It's like you birth into a whole new level of your sacredness. And then number 8, the class 8, is learning about using these energetic connectors for self-healing, channeling your higher self energy, and then receiving the Christ imprint for self-resurrection in your heart. So they're the 8 classes. It's really fantastic, beautiful. And I'm going to send all of this to Ian so he can post it so you see the individual classes. But each class is very unique, very complete in itself. Every class is multidimensional, which means you can watch the class over and over, and you just go to higher and higher frequencies of your awakening. So it's just so amazing, the multidimensionality of the Pleiadian work. And it's all transmitted. It's video classes, so I transmit the energy through my eyes, with my hands, through my voice. And the Pleiadians and the Christ energy and Mother Mary are all there during the classes, and the Lemurian energy too. Just very, very amazing. So this is the Module 3 Masterclass. It's a special offer of $225. Something I can totally recommend.
Yeah. Well, I can really feel, and I know that everyone can really feel that this is truly, truly an offering. I mean, it's the vibration that you are transmitting to us is just one of really a vibration of nurturing and caring, but it goes beyond that. I don't have words for it, but it's really a vibration of sharing and enveloped or encased in love for all of us, wanting us to have this as a gift, really wanting everyone to experience this.
And the MP3, the free product, Letting Go, the Pleiadians specialize in transmitting this very special letting go energy that allows almost a shedding of the old density, the old belief systems, and there's a freedom in that. So the free gift, it's so amazing. Honestly, I know everyone's going to just get so much because it's a multi-dimensional process of me channeling that letting go energy from the Pleiadians out to all of you. And it just touches my heart that that's going out to everybody who feels drawn to take that.
Mm-hmm. So when you go through this, I know it's all certainly it's, let me clarify. This was all downloaded or channeled from the Pleiadians?
Yes. The Pleiadians work with me constantly. They're channeling energy right now through my voice out to everybody. So that's, we work as one and have been as one for many, many years now.
So thank you for clarifying that. I just wanted to, speak that into the space so that everyone truly understands that this is coming from, beings of love, light, and service through Christine out into, our dimension, out into this, wisdom of the ancients. And we're experiencing right now this offering that I think, links back to some of the feelings that maybe we felt at the beginning, Christine, when you were speaking and I was speaking about maybe having that knowing that people might be yearning for, to have that knowing. And these are tools by the Pleiadians to help move people along that path and get people to that state. Is that, a fairly accurate description?
They're tools of self-empowerment for you to reconnect to the vastness of your own love. And there's nothing greater than that. And that is our mission in this lifetime, the Pleiadians say, for this self-resurrection. And coming home, you are who you've been waiting for, coming back to the self. I just love that simplicity of that truth. And it touches my heart so deeply, and it's how, I've been living, and it just fills me. I'm filled with that, with the universal love, with the love of myself, with the love of the Pleiadians. I'm interconnected right now to the whole universal consciousness, because there is no separation. I've let go of the separation and just allow it to flow through me as one. And it's a glorious thing, and it's a glorious experience that everyone can have in this lifetime now. And that's what's essential to know, that this is now. It's not a story. This is something you can have for yourself because you deserve it. And as Mother Mary says, we haven't done anything so grand to deserve it. It's effortless receivership. That's what she calls it. Because it belongs to us, we take back our legacy of that love and we become that. And that's the beauty of this.
So wonderful. Well, thank you so much for this really, really special offer and making that available to everyone. Yeah, I can't wait. If anyone wants to share, if you've worked with Christine before, if you want to share, I'd love to hear. But I know that this is going to be something very, very special. I can feel again just the authenticity of this and just the envelopment of love. It's like you're enshrouded in a cocoon of love. So thank you for this beautiful offering, sweet soul, Christine. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
I feel your love, Ian. You just touch my heart so deeply. Really. I can feel the love of everybody out there right now. We are interconnected through the vastness of our love. And that's important to know, that we are not alone. We can connect to each other through the sacredness of ourselves.
Wonderful, wonderful. Let's go back and serve the community for a little bit longer on the phones, and then what we'll do is we'll go and we'll have you do that process. I'm kind of in bliss right now, Christine, so just excuse me. I lost my words for a moment. Okay. Coming back to now. Yeah, it's beautiful. So if you joined late, everyone, and you didn't hear, Christine's going to be taking us through a beautiful process, a moving beyond the veils process, where she'll be channeling. It'll be a live transmission channel, and so that's going to be a little bit later on in the show, not too far in the future, so fairly shortly. So before we do that, though, let's go back to the phones for a few more people. So let's go to Everett, Washington, and this is going to be 8289, and you're on live.
Hello. Wow. Thank you.
Yeah, welcome.
Good to hear you.
I was wondering, well, I'm not really sure what I'm wondering, but I just felt like I needed to call in because I have been very drawn to the Pleiadians lately, and I just saw this and said, I need to call. I feel like there's something that I need to be told, and so I was wondering if you had any messages for me.
Well, what's your name?
My name is Kim.
Okay, Kim. How nice to hear from you.
Why, thank you.
Yes, you have rung in because you do need to ring in. You're totally on track. And the Pleiadians are saying you need to receive understanding of your path that is right in front of you now. And it's about allowing yourself to open your awareness to what is around you and to move in the direction that you're being given guidance right now. To not hesitate. Don't hesitate. When the door opens, walk through. And you can trust that it's taking you implicitly where you need to be. It's like a moment-by-moment experience of saying, okay, where do I need to be now? Holding your heart, taking a conscious breath, and feeling the rightness of the choice in the moment, because there are a series of energetic alignments, sacred alignments, that are waiting to come through into you. And you need to choose the silent, open moments to receive them and then to digest them. And so it's about letting go and moving into a maybe unfamiliar space and letting that unfamiliar space expand even further. Because you're being reorientated to different experiences, unfamiliar territory, but the right place for you. I don't know if that makes sense, but it's very strong.
It does, actually. It's kind of where I have been, where I just am like, I need to take moment by moment, like I can't plan, something big is shifting, so...
No, you can't. There's nothing, because you have a lot to digest. So just understand that, just go with the moment and just trust, okay, I can't go out there, I have to be here, or I have to go there right now. And that is perfection for what is taking place with these realignments within you.
Do I have a Pleiadian connection?
You have a very strong Pleiadian connection. You have a Pleiadian group around you to support you in this transitional phase.
Okay.
And
Thank
if you want to email me and get further information, you absolutely can. I answer my emails. I'm committed. It's part of my mission to support our individuals, okay, in their journeys.
Thank you very much. I feel that. I feel that in my heart just now. That was my little tell. So thank you for taking this call. I called in late, but I just felt like I was supposed to speak with you. So thank you so much.
So blessings, Kim.
You too. Thank you.
Okay, bye. Beautiful. Okay, let's go to New York, and it's going to be Nassau, New York. Excuse my pronunciation. 5709. 5709. You're live. Oh, where'd you go?
Hello.
There you go. Are you there?
Hi. How are you? Thank you for taking my call.
Yeah.
I just
How
want to
good
know.
to hear from you.
Thank you, Christine. Just generally, as again, a general message if you have for me from the Pleiadians.
What is your name?
Margaret.
Margaret? Okay. I just need it to tune in.
Yes.
Okay. Well, it's important you called Margaret. The Pleiadians are saying there's some important pieces that you need to understand about what's unfolding in your life right now. And what they're saying is that there is an issue around you that is holding you in a certain place. And what they're saying is you need to let go and walk away because this issue does not belong to you. It's almost been perpetrated on you, made you to feel that it belongs to you, but it doesn't, and that you need to disengage. So you need to move in a different direction, however that looks to you. But the first thing you need to do is disengage this issue through your heart, because it's holding in your heart and it's stopping you from feeling the joy. It's stopping you from feeling peace. And you've got a judgment. Your ego mind is judging you around it. So you take a conscious breath and you let go. And they're saying you can set yourself free just by simply breathing and letting go. This letting go CD will be perfect for you. The MP3 that's available. And if you would allow me, I would like to go into your heart now and just open or reopen the door that you closed a while back.
Yes.
Because of the struggle around this. So just bring your hand to your chest, bring your awareness there, take a breath, and I'm just going to reopen the door that you closed. Because you don't have to close any doors, Margaret.
Okay.
You want the doorways wide open for you to receive that which you deserve and is your divine right to receive. It's the good things that are part of the magic of the essence of yourself. So I'm just releasing the density that has closed that door off. And you don't have to be afraid. You can take another breath and just let go. Shata inea. She'om. She'om. And I'm just going to lift that out. It's coming right away like a steel trap. Just coming away. So it's going to make it a lot easier for you to disentangle yourself from this. Now take one more conscious breath and let go. That's it. I'm just going to release another level of that density. It's like a cloud, a heavy cloud, sitting on your heart, just lifting that out. Yeah. Old restriction. Now take one more conscious breath, Margaret. That's it, and just feel the essence of my love coming towards you, and the essence of Mother Mary is right there beside you as well.
Oh, thank you.
And
so
she
much.
is saying that that little girl inside is a beautiful spirit. Just let yourself open to the essence of that.
Thank
So
you.
be it. All my love, Margaret.
Thank you so much, Christine. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you so much, and the Pleiadians. Thank you.
Beautiful. Wonderful. Thank you. Wonderful. Thank you. Thank you. Well, Christine, I was thinking that we could do that process, but before we do that, is there anything that we missed, or I think I should have asked you that you feel the community needs to know? Did we talk about the corridor of light enough?
Well, you know what? We didn't, but it doesn't matter. Let me just say one thing, that the corridor of light anchored at New Year, and it's on the planet to support each one of you out there in the reconnection to the sacred aspect of yourself. And you are being supported and held by the corridor of light if you want to choose to open that pathway through your heart to the sacred of yourself. So I think that's enough. It's enough for you to know it's there, it's supporting you, and holding the love around you while you open into reconnection.
Lovely, lovely. So, Christine, the moving beyond the veils process, if you'd kindly share with everyone what that is and what we'll be experiencing, and then I'll let you take us through it.
Okay, so we're going in this process. It'll be, of course, a transmission from the Pleiadians through your heart to reopen that connection to the sacred of your higher self. It actually moves you beyond the veil to where your higher self is fully intact beyond the veil. It's always been there. There's nothing you have to change about yourself right now to be able to access that light of yourself. And it's about you consciously choosing to come into your heart and allow me to move you through the transmission of the energy to a close interaction through the veil to the light of yourself. There will be a sacred sound that I will give you. Now, as you bring the sacred sound forward into the space of your energetic field, it allows you to bring the sacred sound, and your unique frequency of that sound is like no one else in the universe. So you'll bring the sound through, and it'll be like an echo that moves you and aligns you to the light of yourself. And we're going to birth a pathway so that at another time you can re-access this pathway and work at birthing and developing this sacred pathway to that light of yourself for you to utilize in your day-to-day living. So that is what we're going to do today. And then we're finishing with that.
Okay. All right. Well,
All
thank you so much. Okay, beautiful.
All right. So first, I want you to bring both palms of your hands onto your chest. So you bring your awareness to where the physical hands connect to the chest. I'm going to bring in the frequency of the language that speaks directly to the soul essence of your higher self. Veshata ine a. Veshe om dai ine I. Veshe om. Veshe o. Veshe o. Take a conscious breath in and out of the mouth. Breathe and let go into where you feel your hands connecting to your heart. And as you bring that breath in, you're going to let go through the space, opening your awareness, breathing and letting go. That's it. Now let your awareness come through the opening of the space of your heart, whether you see, sense, or feel the energy, or even just have a knowingness of the essence of it. Let your awareness flow into the space where you're holding your heart space, and take one more conscious breath in and out the mouth. Like a soft wind, place it into the heart space. That's it. And let your awareness flow. Fill the space. However it's presenting, and the space may feel as large as a room, but just let your awareness go into the space. Take one more conscious breath and place the breath like a soft wind into the space where you find yourself. Ashata'i, Ashe-om, Ashe-om, Ashe-om. And I'm just going to bring the sound right into the space. That's it. Let your awareness move through the opening. Just let your awareness fill the space that's opening up through the sound. That's it. Now take another conscious breath and place it right through the opening. You consciously moving through the opening of the doorway of your heart. That's it. Take one more breath and let go. Ashata'i. That's it. As you let go, you are lying deeper through the space. Just let your awareness fill the space wherever you find yourself. Whether you see, sense, or feel it, it doesn't matter. Take one more breath and let go. Ashata'i. That's it. Now open your awareness. Whether you see, sense, or feel the essence of the light. Let your awareness move deeper through the space with my sound. Now you're going to bring the unique frequency of this sacred sound. Just listen to it first. Isa. Isa. You're going to bring that sound and follow the echo right through the space where you find yourself. And the doorway is going to open wider as it responds to your unique frequency of this sound. Now just do it once. Isa. Isa. That's it. Now open your awareness like a flower would open to the sun. Feel how the essence of your sound is being received within the space. Take a conscious breath, breathe and let go, and you are lying deeper within the space. Letting go. Now bring the sound Isa once more through the space. Isa. That's it. Feel the path opening. Allow your awareness to move through the space of the path that you see, sense, or feel. Use your sound once more. Isa, right through the pathway. Isa. That's it. Feel, sense the light opening up around the pathway. Let your awareness come towards the light, whether you see, sense, or feel it. Take a conscious breath, let go, and feel how you align to the essence of that light. That's it. That's it. Now bring your sound, Isa, directly towards the light. Whether you see, sense, or feel it, just bring it right towards it, actively engaging with your sound. Isa. That's it. Breathe, let go. Let your awareness just flow within the space of the pathway. Breathe, let go. As you use that conscious breath and let go, you align deeper within the essence of the pathway of light. That's it. That's it. That's great. Now, you still have your hands on your heart space. Gently bring all of your awareness back to where you feel the physical hands on your chest. And as you do it slowly, the essence of the pathway of light is going to flow with you and link into your heart cells. Gently bringing your awareness back to where you feel the physical connection, the weight of your hands on your chest, the warmth of your hands. Breathe, let go, and feel how the pathway is linking into the heart cells. Bring the sound, Isa, 3 times to where your hands are connected. The pathway is going to link deeply within the heart space. Isa. That's it. Bring the sound directly into the cells of the heart. Isa. That's it. Feel the essence of the light of the pathway birthing through the cells of your heart. Once more now. Isa. That's it. Letting your awareness, your conscious breath, breathe and let go through the cells of your heart. As the essence of this pathway of light is anchored through the cells. That's it. Bring the sound just once more, allowing another level of this pathway to anchor right into the heart space. Isa. That's it. You can link back into this space. Just open to the essence of the blessing of the light, the transmission from the Pleiadians. And I wish to honor each one of you and all that you are in this moment. So be it.
Thank you. 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 Thank you.
And know that you can link back into that heart space. That pathway is waiting for you to take a moment through conscious choice for that reconnection, to birth and develop that path to the sacred that you are.
Beautiful, Christine. Thank you so much.
It's been so beautiful, Ian, to spend time with everyone, and you included. It's just been very special. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so beautiful. And I'm just going to change gears just a little bit. I don't know if you have any time to go to the Facebook group to continue with any of the readings, if anyone wants any additional readings. There are so many people who we weren't able to get a hold of today with the readings. Are you able to pop over there?
I absolutely am. I'll be on there in 5 minutes. So
okay.
I'm looking forward to connecting to those of you who feel called.
Beautiful, beautiful. So everyone, it's the Wisdom of the Ancients group. You have to be a member in there to participate in the yummy readings and fun things. So just go ahead and if you're not a member, I'll make sure I'm standing by to approve. But if you are a member, wait for Christine to say I'm here and do a post, and then just go ahead and comment with your question. And just remember that Christine can do basically it's one answer per person. So it's not a full-on long process. So just that way we can serve as many people in the group as possible. But pop on over there, Wisdom of the Ancients group. Thank you so much. Well, sweet soul Christine, thank you so much again. It's been an absolute pleasure. Again, it's the first time we've had you on the show, and we just knew that this felt so right to have you here to share this amazing information and bring forth the light that you've brought to this community today. So thank you again for being here. Much, much love. Really appreciate having you here.
Thanks, Ian. Much blessings and love for the work that you're doing on your show. And it's been beautiful. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. And everyone in the community, thank you so much for being here this evening today. It's been such an amazing experience. And thank you so much for the vibration that you share and the energy that you share with all of us together. We can really feel that the collective consciousness is just expanding when we get together like this. So thank you so much, sweet souls, for being here. And we thank Divine Mother. We thank Divine Father. We thank Mother Earth and Father Son. We thank the Ancient Ones and all the beautiful divine beings of love, light, power, and service for bringing us together and supporting us. Much love to you all. Okay, bye now.